Hey everybody, Glenn. Some people have asked me for some tips and tricks, especially for beginners. On average, when I wasn't, isolating at home, I had an average of about 44, 45 students a week at Guitar Center. Most of those were beginners, and I've worked with beginners, intermediate, and I've even worked with some pros on the down low that have wanted to find out where some mental blocks were at. So I'm going to call these series of videos Tips from the Couch. So this is the couch in my studio and a lot of where I do online lessons right now. So the first thing I want to talk about with some beginners is strum patterns and playing chords that basically if you're using just 4-string chords and having extraneous notes coming through. So I'll start with that. I've actually seen people out in public that are playing, and they're playing a D chord, and the thumb is on the back of the neck, and you're hearing this. And it doesn't matter even if they're capoing up. Let's say they're playing up in this position, they're playing an F up here, and it just sounds messy and clouded and thick, and they're notes that don't need to be in that chord. So what I recommend you do is get used to draping your thumb on the 5th and 6th string and getting that. So now what you're going to get is so that works with any chord really. Even if you have a C chord, you've got, unless you're doing Carter style where you're alternate bass, you want to use your thumb to kind of block that off. So you got going to the F major 7th, I'm blocking off the 5th and 6th string. So that's one tip on how to do that. And how do you get better at that? You practice. That's it. The other thing that I've been hearing a lot of people doing house concerts, things like that, and one of the things that will really lose my interest quicker than anything if I'm out at a restaurant or a pub or brew house or a coffee shop is the same rhythm patterns over and over and over again. I like to incorporate finger style with strumming rhythm patterns. So one of the common strum patterns is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Kind of a lot of Eagles songs have it, where you have, But when you hear a lot of guitar players out there, I actually heard a group out, and this is an observation, not so much a criticism, but doing Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. So, but I actually heard them playing it like this. And the singer, she did a great job. The guitar player was doing this. So that to me gets real as a guitar player, and I gotta think some other listeners might have the same thing. It gets old really quick. So what you want to do, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on that, but really start to think about utilizing your right hand to finger pick. I mean, imagine if Jimmy Page had done Stairway to Heaven like this. It would sound terrible. So I'll do another video on that, based on that coming up. But the tips from the couch today, and this is what I'm going to call the series, is to basically start to utilize your thumb to block out strings that basically notes that you don't need in the chord. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know, or anything you want me to kind of go over, I'll be more than happy to do that. And I'll put it up on my YouTube channel as well. I started a new YouTube channel, so it's just Glenn Ireland. But anyway, that's the tip for today.